What's up, everybody? What I eat in a day. So here goes. I'm going to tell you. First of all, start off with coffee. Without that, you don't even want to talk to me. I'm freaking mean as shit before I have my coffee in the morning. Got the Keurig and got the coffee. Yes, I am a anal retentive neat freak. I keep coffee, the Keurig cups in a drawer. This is probably my favorite from Green Mountain. Stick it in, hit it. Love that sound in the morning. Gets the day going. Before I drink the coffee, this is collagen powder. Before I started using this, I used to have like severe joint pain, and after a month of using it, joint pain went away. No pain in my knees, no pain in my joints for the most part. I was good to go. Then we're gonna add some of this silk almond creamer. So there you go. Coffee. Oh yeah. As far as my first meal, which is typically 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg, 1 cup of rice, and I use real butter with olive oil in the pan, because we don't in this house, we don't consume any seed oils, any vegetable oil, anything that's bad for you. You know, we try to be as clean as possible, and maybe one day a week we cheat a little bit. But other than that, it's consistent every freaking day, and that's what you have to do in addition to, you know, your gym routine. Your food routine has to be 100% on point, or going to the gym is a waste of freaking time. The rice I use in my meals, I get the minute rice, jasmine rice, and you can see it's pretty decent. It's only 240 calories per cup, so I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm not sitting there making a pot of rice and eating 4 bowls of it. I stop. I put 1 of these in. It takes a minute in the microwave, and you're good to go. You dump it in with the eggs, mix it up, and it's all good. So as far as the eggs that I use, this is the only egg that I will eat. And if it doesn't come from the store, I'm not putting it in my mouth. The egg is the #1 superfood. And then as far as butter goes, this is what I use anyway. Land O'Lakes, olive oil and sea salt, and it tastes amazing. This is my 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg, scrambled. Plop in the jasmine rice and some ketchup, and I just mix that all together. Typically this is what I eat. Same freaking thing. Every day, 7 days a week. And this whole thing is about 400 calories. Now, one thing you have to remember, the reason why so many bodybuilders and fitness people eat egg whites or eggs, period, is because it is like the #1 food you can eat for protein and nutrition. It's very easy for your body to digest and absorb. And I mean, I've done tons of research. I'm reading books that have been written by doctors that have found research the government did decades ago about carbs, about sugar. They know it's bad. They know it's bad for you. And that's another thing. We don't consume a lot of carbs. I mean, other than 1 or 2 containers of rice a day, that's pretty much my carbs. I try to stay around 200 grams or below in carb intake per day, and I try to keep my protein level for each meal at around 20 to 30 grams. That whole thing about 2 grams per body weight. Yeah, if you're like a top level bodybuilder and you're on mega gear and your body recovers, you know, overnight, that's one thing. But the average person that goes to the gym, you don't need to consume a lot of calories. You know, 2 years ago I lost 50 pounds and I've kept it off. And the reason I kept it off is because I stay to a consistent diet as far as what I consume for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and any snacks in between, which I really don't have a lot, because every time you eat something, whether it's a full meal or a chocolate chip cookie, your insulin level spikes. And when that happens, especially when you get older, it's going to keep you from losing weight and burning fat, for burning fat and losing weight, whatever way you want to look at it. And one of the best things to do as far as figuring out how to reduce your calorie intake, just take your current body weight, be accurate, multiply it times 15, and that gives you your maintenance calories to stay at that weight. So you're going to subtract 500 to 800 calories from that, and that'll give you your calorie deficit. Now, when you're in a calorie deficit, remember, 1,500 calories of cupcakes are not the same as 1,500 calories of chicken breast. It does different things to your body, and your body reacts differently to each type of food. So 1,500 calories of chicken is much more nutritious and healthy than 1,500 calories of cupcakes, because with the cupcakes you have a major amount of carbs, a huge amount of sugar, and that just trashes your body, especially your liver, your pancreas, and your gallbladder, and your ability to lose weight overall. And that's the problem people have. Outrageous amount of calories per meal, and most of that's just going to be a waste. Your body can only absorb so much food at a time, and it takes 24 to 36 hours for your food to digest. So whatever I ate on Tuesday is my fuel for Wednesday. I'm not going to eat a meal 2 hours before I go to the gym. It's not going to benefit me in any way, shape, or form, other than the fact I'm not going to be hungry while I'm working out. And I've gone to the gym and eaten before I go to the gym and not eaten before I go to the gym. And when I don't eat, I feel like I have more energy because my body's not trying to digest food at the same time that I'm working out. You know, you have to experiment. Not necessarily what works for me is going to work for you, but it gives you a base to start from. So you have to decide, do I have the discipline to stay on track with my meals? All right, so for the second meal of the day, and that's usually after I come back from the gym, I pretty much just have 1 or 2 cans of tuna fish, and I get the Bumblebee solid white albacore in water. So 1 or 2 cans of that. It's 29 grams of protein per can and 130 calories and pretty much no carbs. So, and it's a good source of fat, protein, and the calories are low because I'm always trying to stay lean. I stay lean all year round. I'm not into that bulking and cutting because it's really hard on the body. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is. I use this type of mayonnaise. I use the Hellmann's mayonnaise with olive oil to make it more palatable because eating tuna fish every day gets old. I put some Heinz sweet relish in it. That's it, and I don't eat it on bread. I just eat it right out of a paper bowl. It's like everything else. And it depends on how hungry I am. I either eat 1 can or sometimes I eat 2. And so 2 cans, that's 58 grams of protein, no carbs, and 260 calories. So that's like killing it right there as far as your nutrition and your macros go. I always like to show how I prepare my food. So basically, when I open the can of tuna fish, and then we add some of the mayonnaise, the Hellmann's mayonnaise I was talking about. You can use any mayonnaise, you know, get light or low sugar. That's the thing. You want to avoid anything with a lot of sugar and carbs. It's like protein bars. Like I've searched hard for a good protein bar that doesn't have sugar, and all the ones that are, even the ones that have clean ingredients, the sugar is ridiculous. I mean, 18 grams of sugar in a tiny little protein bar, that's bad. Sugar's bad. A little bit of sweet relish. Look at that. There we go. Oh, the relish just makes it so much better. The whole key is to make tuna fish. It doesn't taste like tuna fish. It stinks up the kitchen. It's not something you want to take to work. Everybody's gonna go, it smells like ass in here because you're eating tuna fish. You have to be discreet about that. All right, everybody, now it's time for the third meal of the day, and it's usually dinner time. Me and my girlfriend usually eat about 5 o'clock, and we pretty much eat the same thing almost every night of the week. We have a local grocery store down the street. It's a small family-owned store, and they make these ground chuck half-pound hamburgers, and they're probably like 80-20, 70-30 as far as meat to fat ratio, and they're freaking amazing. We cook them in the Ninja air fryer on grill, and for like 9 minutes, and they come out perfect. That half-pound burger's probably got 35 to 40 grams of protein plus good fat. She eats hers plain with a little bit of cheese on it, and I eat mine with 1 cup of my favorite rice, 2 slices of pepper cheese, what I use on everything, no salt added ketchup, and my sweet relish. And I call it the cheeseburger bowl, and it tastes amazing. I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. Okay, so while the Ninja's heating up, because it has to get to like 500 degrees, I'm going to put some onion powder, and it's pretty much all I use. I just put some onion powder on both sides, and that's pretty much it. All right, so the Ninja's up to temperature. We're going to lay that burger in there. We're going to let that cook for about 9 minutes. Okay, so my burger is done in the air fryer. I've already put my pepper cheese in the bowl. I mashed this up really well. And this tool, you can get these at Walmart. This is like $2 or $3. It's made out of plastic. Then we're just going to stir this up real quick. Get the cheese melted into the beef. And we're going to put our cup of rice in. And this jasmine rice, I mean, like it's pre-measured for you. It gives you all the macros on the box. So you're not overeating carbs, because the government did studies on sugar and carbs back in the 70s,
And there's nothing good about carbs. They taste good, but it's not really necessary. And as far as protein consumption, I try to keep it at 20 to 30 grams per meal, because your body can only absorb so much protein at a time, and what it can absorb, it converts into glycogen or energy or into fat. All right, so then we're going to put some ketchup in it, the no sugar added. Again, I try to keep the sugar low. Good old Heinz sweet relish, mix that in. I'm telling you, man, this freaking tastes amazing. It's easy to eat this every day. It's beautiful, just beautiful.
The flavors, the way they work together. It's moist. It's got excellent texture. So you got about 240 calories in the rice, about 200 to 300 in the burger. So let's just say you're probably at about 500 calories for the whole bowl, with 40 some grams, about 47 grams of carbs for this, and 30 to 40 grams of protein. And remember, I see these guys on TikTok, this is my meal for the day, and they're like 20 years old, and they got this big plate of food, and they've got like 100 grams of protein and 500 grams of carbs. It's not the way to eat. That's hard on your digestive system. Most of it's going to be converted to waste or fat, or some of it will be converted to glycogen for energy, but most of the time that's the wrong way to eat. Just like bulking and cutting. Unless you're a high-level competitive bodybuilder, there's no reason to bulk and cut. You can stay lean like I do all year round. I might go up a little bit in the wintertime because you're less active. You're not going outside here on the East Coast because it's freaking cold outside. Like right now, this morning I was 195. If I want to get really lean for like a video or for pictures, I can cut back on my calories and go down to 185, and I'm like mega shredded. And I'm freaking 60, man. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse for people to be obese. I mean, when I walk in Walmart to go shopping, it's like I'm the leanest person in there, and I'm 60 years old. That's sad. That's really sad. Before I end the video, I'm just gonna go over real quick some of the snacks I eat, because in between meals, I try not to eat too many different things or too many times during the day, because that just shoots your insulin up. Doesn't matter whether you're eating a meal or a freaking chocolate chip cookie, it spikes your insulin, and that prevents you from losing fat, losing weight, and it'll help you gain weight, which I don't want to do. I don't know about the rest of you, but I like looking like that. As far as snacks go, I eat these like crazy. You can get these at Walmart and other grocery stores. Oikos Pro yogurts, 20 grams of protein, low sugar, I think 4 grams of sugar. They come in the mixed berry flavor, peach, vanilla, banana. Banana is really good if you like banana, strawberry, and cherry. And they're usually, I think Walmart, they're $1.40 per container. And the texture's really good and the taste's really good. And the fact that I try to avoid sugar as much as possible. I mean, I do cheat here and there, but for the most part, Monday through Friday, I'm pretty strict. These I've shown you before, the protein drinks, these are low sugar as well. The calories aren't very high, and they got a ton of protein. A lot of people talk about this anabolic window. Like, you gotta eat right after the gym. No, you don't. There's no study has ever been done that proves that there's an anabolic window. Everything you hear about that online is garbage, because everything you eat, like if you eat a meal, like if I eat that meal right now, it's gonna take 24 to 36 hours to go through my digestive system and be absorbed by my muscles. I'm not gonna eat it, and 15 minutes later, my muscles are gonna pull it in and I'm gonna get bigger. That's horseshit. Everything you ate on, let's see, today's Thursday, everything I ate on Wednesday is my fuel for today to get through the day, go to the gym, work out, and do whatever the hell else I have to do. If you wanna follow people, follow Dr. Berg on YouTube. He knows what he's talking about. Or Dr. Ken Berry. He's done the research. He's dug deep and found research that's been done over the years, and they both live the healthy lifestyle. You ever see a happy vegetarian? They all look like they're ready to die. I don't care what anybody says. They all look pale, sickly, and they got one foot in the grave. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm going to keep doing these videos about health and working out, because I'm tired of seeing all this false bullshit online.